In this video, we are going to learn how we can upload images in the .NET Core MVC. So let's get it started. First and foremost, we are going to create the database. So open the SQL Server Management Studio and open a new tab. Create database image upload MVC and execute this. Now use this database. Okay, let me comment this. Now create a new table here. Let's execute this. That's it. Disconnect this and reconnect it, and it is our server name which we are going to use in our connection string. So keep this name copied for the future use. Now let's create a new project. Let's search here MVC and select this one, MVC template. Let's name it image upload MVC dot UI, and let's remove this UI part from here. Our solution name and project name will be different. Click on next, click on create. Now our project is created. Now we will do one more thing here. Let's create a new project. So add new project, select the class library template and name it. Click on create. Now let's close this guy, and we are also going to delete this one. We do not need it, so let's delete this class1.cs file. Okay, so first of all, we are going to create the connection string. So here let's type connection strings, and here the name of connection string will be default and its value will be server, which we have copied earlier, and the name of database was image upload MVC. Integrated security equals to true, and there is no hyphen. Encrypt equals to false. So it is our connection string. Open this tools package manager console. In this package manager console, change the project to the data. It was by default UI project. So here we will install few packages. Install package dapper. Next one will be install package Microsoft.data.sql client. Let's create the models, new item, and let's name it models person.cs, and I'm going to create the model for our database table. Put semicolon here and change it to the public. The last one will be profile picture. That's it. We need to save this data into the database. So you might be wondering that how our picture is going to be saved. It is a string file, so how our picture is going to be saved, and the logic is we will save the name of picture. Suppose picture name is image1.jpeg, then we will save that image1.jpeg name in the profile picture, and with the same name we will create image inside this www root folder. So inside this folder we will have the images folder, and inside that images folder we will create the image with the same name image1.jpg. So our image will be saved here in the folder, and image name will be saved in the database, and those names should be similar so that we can easily find that picture from the folder. So that is the logic. Now let's create a repository. So add new item person repository.cs, and our repository is created here. Put a semicolon here and change this internal to the public. Now here we will create a new field, private read only, I configuration and configuration. It is yelling at me. It's saying type or namespace name I configuration could not be found. If I press control dot here, it will suggest us few things. So click on this thing and it will automatically install this package for us. So it has installed this package for us. You can check it here. So it is installed. Now let's press Ctrl dot and generate a constructor. Very good so far. One more thing, create a private field here and name it underscore connection string and assign its value here, default. It is the name of our connection string. You can find it here. So this name should be similar to this name. Now we will create a new method, public async task add person, press Ctrl dot here and it has added this line here. Now create a connection using IDB connection equals to new SQL connection, and it will take the connection string. Now string SQL equals to insert into person, first name, last name, profile picture, values equals to, let's copy all of these names and put @ before every name. So it is our insert query. Await connection dot execute async SQL comma, and we will pass the anonymous method here. So that is our add person. Similarly, we can create the update person method. So I'm gonna copy this guy, paste it here and change it to update person. This thing will be same, but our query will be different, where id equals to @id. We also need here the id, so it will be person.id. We can pass this anonymous object, or we can pass this whole object, because this person also contains all of these fields, so we can also pass person object instead of the anonymous object. Let's create another method here, delete person. It will take one parameter, int id. Change the query, delete from person, where id equals to @id, new id. Let's create another method and name it get person by id, and it will return us the person object label type. Change the query, select asterisk from person, where id equals to id. Now here we will write var person equals to await connection dot first or default async. Since this person can be null, so we are using query first or default, and SQL and the parameter, and we will return the person. That's it. Now we will create the last method here, and it will be get people. It will take no parameter, and it will be the enumerable type. Select asterisk from person. That's it. And rather than this, we will just return the query async and remove this line too. Okay, so we have created all the methods. Now press Ctrl dot and you will see extract interface. So click on the extract interface. I want to extract it in the same file, so I'm going to select this option, add to the current file. If you want to create a new file, you can select this option. I'm selecting this one and okay. Now we have this interface and its implementation. That's fine. Now close this and go to the program.cs file and register this service. So register it here, builder.services.add transient hi person repository comma person repository. When we press Ctrl dot, we are not seeing anything here because we cannot access the data of image upload mvc.data into this project. In order to achieve that, we have to add the reference of image upload mvc.data to this project. So right click here, add project reference, select this one, and okay. Now you can see this line here. So if I click here, now you can see this using statement here, and it is added here. So we have registered our services. Now next thing, how we can save images. For that we need to create a new file. So create a new item, type shared file service.cs. Remove these unnecessary lines, we do not need it, and remove this one too. Change it to public semicolon. So first and foremost, so create a private field here, private read only I web host environment underscore web host environment. Here it is yelling at me and it is not able to find its namespace. So for that, double click on this project, it will open this csproj file, and here write framework reference include Microsoft ASP.NET Core .app, and that's it. And if I press control dot here, you can see using Microsoft.ASP.NET Core .hosting. Now we are good, and press control dot here. Now create a constructor and copy this guy. Assign its value. That's it. Let's create a new method here, public async task, which will return a string, save file. It will take few parameter. First one is I form file. Next one is directory. Another one is array of string, allowed extensions. So first of all, we will retrieve the path of this www root folder. Inside this www root folder, we will create a new folder images, and inside that images folder we will upload our image. So first we will find the path of www root folder, var www path equals to web host environment dot web root path. So it will return a web root path, var path equals to path dot combine www dot path directory. It will be our path, so it will be like www root / images if we are saving this file into the images folder. Now we will see if this directory exists or not. If it does not exist, then we will create a new directory. Now we will check the extension is allowed or not. For that we need to find the extension. So how do we find the extension? Here path dot get extension and file dot file name. So here is our extension. Now we will check if negation sign allowed extension does not contain the extension, then throw new error valid operation exception with this message. So only these extensions are allowed. Now create the unique file name, var new file name equals to guid dot new guid extension. So our file name will be something like .jpeg. Now create full path, which means path plus new file name, for full path equals to path dot combine path comma new file name. Now create a file stream using var file stream equals to new file stream full path file mode dot create. Now file dot copy to async file stream, and it is async method, so we need to use await here, and at the end return the new file name. So it is the logic of our save file. Now create a new method, public async delete file string file name string directory. It should be a void method. We do not need to create async method for deleting the file. Now first we will find the full path, web host environment dot web root path comma directory comma file name. So it is going to be our full path. If path dot exists full path, if this path does not exist, then we will throw an exception. This file does not exist. Add a new keyword here. If this file exists, then delete this file. File dot delete full path. So that is our delete method. Now right click here, press Ctrl dot, extract interface and extract it in this same class. Now we need to register this service here. Open the program.cs, register service here. Hi file service comma file service. That's it. Now create a new controller. MVC controller empty and name it person controller. I'm gonna put semicolon here. So let's inject our services here. Now let's work on this index method. So it must be an async method, async task, and put it inside the angular brackets. Return view await person repo dot get people. That's it. Now let's add a view. So click on it and raise a view. Click on add. So our view is created. So right here at the red model, image upload MVC dot data dot models dot person and put it inside the I enumerable. Okay, so it is our model. Either you can use this full namespace with file, or you can just use the using keyword here like this, using, and you have to do it in every view where you are going to use this model person or any model inside this models folder. So we can put it inside the global usings file so that we do not have to import this namespace in every page or in any file. So let's create a new class here, name it global usings.cs and remove everything from here. Let's copy this line, paste it here, remove this thing and put global here. Now you can see that we do not need to use the using namespace keyword here. Let's change this title to the people here. Let's change it to h2. Now we need a button here, so which will be it will be a link button. That's it. Now here we will create a table, class equals to table is stripped. Now write a for each loop here where person in model, inside it create a row. So our td will be at the rate person dot first name space at person dot last name, td equals to Since our image is nullable, so we need to check it here. If it is not null, then we will display the image here. img alt equals to profile pic, style equals to width 100px, height 80px, and src, it is the main thing, will be images slash person dot profile picture, else we will display no image. Next column will be the accent column. Here we will have two buttons. Let's copy this thing here and just paste it here and name it to edit. Now our href will be update person, id equals to person dot id. This is our edit button, and below this we will define the delete button, will be our delete button. btn danger and update person will be delete person, and I have accidentally removed this angular bracket from here. Now I think that's okay. One more thing, let's put this thing inside the block. If model is not null and model's count is greater than 0, then we will display this table, else we will display no data found. So it is our index method. Open the layout page, shared layout.cshtml, and in the layout page we will create a link for our people page. So it will be people, sp controller will be person, and accent will be index. Let's test this. So I'm facing an error here. Let's see where is the error. So it is expecting semicolon somewhere. Okay, in the global using .cs. That's fine. Let's run it again, and we can see that we have no data found. We can move it in the next line. So I'm going to use here the h3 tag, no data found. Let's change it to h4. So when I click on this add more, I am getting this error because we do not have this path. Now we'll create this method add person. So create a new method here, add person, return view. Let's copy this line and let's copy this name. Person. Now let's check the validation here. If model state is not valid, then return person object to the view, and here is some typo. So let's copy this guy and paste it here. Now it's fine. Now let's put a try block here. Okay, and a catch block here. Exception ex. Now inside the try block, first we will check if person dot image file doesn't equals to null, and we do not have this image file here. So open the definition of person, and here we will add a new property, public iForm file image file get set, and it's yelling at me, so I'm putting the question mark here. Now it is nullable property. Now we will check if image file is not null. Then we will check again if person dot image file dot length is greater than 1 into 1024 into 1024, it means 1 MB. So we will throw new invalid operation exception, file size cannot exceed 1 MB. After that we will save the profile picture. So person dot profile picture equals to await file service dot save file person dot image file comma name of folder. I want to save it inside the images folder, and allowed extension, so we will pass an array here. So only .jpg, .jpeg and .png extensions are allowed. If the image is successfully saved, then it will return as the image name that we will store in this person.profile picture property. And here we will call person repo dot add person method and pass the person object to it. At this stage we have saved our person record along with the image. Now set the success message temp data success message equals to, we can also create the enums for that. So create a shared folder, add new item, shared constants .cs, remove this line, public enum, notification types. So it is a list of our enum notification types with success message and error message. So these are our constant and we are creating it for the consistency in the temp data key. Now here we can just type name of notification types dot success message, and here using image upload UI dot shared, let's put it inside the global usings, that's it. And after that return redirect to action name of add person. And we are implementing multiple catch, so we will also catch here invalid operation exception ex, and let's copy this line, paste it here. It will be an error message. Here we will just type ex dot message return view person. We will create one more catch block here, and it will be for file not found exception. Okay, let's copy this guy here, and in this generic catch block we will define a generic message like something went wrong. That's it. So it is our add person method. Now we will create a view. So we will put a model keyword here and a person. Let's put any space here, h2 add person. Now here I'm gonna create a div with style width 50%. Here I will create a link button, a href, and let's name it back. Here we will create a form asp action equals to add person, and enc type equals to multivariate form data. So this attribute must be added here. Without it you cannot add or post the images to the post method, so do not forget to keep this attribute here. Now after that let's create few fields here. So our first field will be first name, which is required field, and we will also add a validation message here, sp validation for first name. That's it. And we can copy this guy here and change it to the last name. Let's change it to the last name. Let's copy it here also, and it will be the profile picture. It is not the null, it is a file type sp4 image file, and let's remove this because it is not a mandatory field, so we do not need to display any validation message here. Let's copy this guy here and paste it here. Remove this line from here, and we will also create a submit button here with the name save. So it is our add person form. Now we need to display these messages somewhere. Open the browser and search bootstrap 5 alert, and we need to select the dismissible alert. So scroll down and find this scrollable alert, which will have this close icon, so that we can close this. So copy this guy here inside the view shared and layout.cshtml and go here where is our render body and create a new div here, style equals to my2, and here we will display these messages if temp data notification types dot success message doesn't equals to null. Then copy this thing here that we have copied earlier, and it should be name of, and copy this guy and remove this message, and we'll display our own message here. Similarly, we can display the error message. Just replace success message with error message everywhere. Now one more thing, this one should be the success, alert success, and it should be the alert danger. That's it. So here we have displayed our messages. It should be the HTTP post method. Okay, let's run this again. Click on the add more button, and here first name will be John Doe, and its profile picture, let's select this chat icon. Saved successfully, and let's add another one, Jack and Doe, without any profile picture. Saved successfully. Let's go back, and here you can see this thing. So here in the index page we can change it to the style, width 60% will be enough, and class will be my2. Little bit margin from up and down. Now it is looking much better. It should be people, and we will check it later. Now let's work on the update person. So we need to create an async method update person, and we will return view from here. But first we need to do few things here. First we will find the person record, so it should be await person report dot get person by id, and pass this person object here. That's fine. So let's copy this thing again here and post it here, http post. Okay, and here we will have argument of person type person. Let's remove this guy, and here let's write few lines also. If person equals to null, temp data dot notification types dot error message equals to, okay, and return redirect to action name of index. Now let's work on this update person method. So we are going to utilize this add person functionality. So I'm going to copy these things from here and paste these things here. So validation will be the same. This logic will be same also. If image file this, but we need a holder variable for the old image. So string old profile picture equals to empty string. Now before setting this profile picture, we need to store the old profile picture. So old profile picture equals to person dot profile picture. That's it. And here we will call the update person, and here we will return to the index page. And we need to do one more thing. If we are updating the picture, then we need to delete the old picture. So if negation sign string dot is null or white space old picture file service dot delete file old profile picture, and name of directory is images. So is our update person logic. Now we will also write here the delete functionality. Public async task ix and result delete person int id, and here we will also find the existing person first. So let's copy this logic from here and paste this thing here. If person is null, then we will return redirect to the index method with the error message person does not found, otherwise delete the person records. First delete the person, and here we will also check if string dot is null or white space person dot profile picture, then file service dot delete file person dot profile picture comma images, return redirect to the index. Now let's create the view for this update person. Since add and update persons are similar, so I'm gonna copy this thing and paste it here. Just rename it to the update person, and here change it to the update person. It will be the same, and it will be the update person. Now it will also be update person. Now we have to do few changes here. First of all, we need a hidden field, input type equals to hidden, asp4 equals to id, and one more profile picture, it should be hidden. Okay, and here we'll also display the profile picture. So I'm gonna copy some logic from here. This logic, if string dot is null or white space model dot profile picture, then we will display the model dot profile picture, and here the class equals to my1. Here it should not be ASP_SV4, it should be ASP4 id. Now let's try to update it again. So let's update this John 1 Doe 1. So our name is changed. So let's try to change it again. Remove the one part from here, and let's change the image also. So let's remove this breakpoint and saved successfully. So it is also deleted from the folder. Let's try to add an image here also. Jack 1 Doe 1 and this. Let's try to delete this thing, and it is deleted instantly, and we also not have the image. So it is deleting directly without asking anything. Someone can accidentally delete the file, so it should have some kind of prompt message which will ask whether you want to delete it or not. So for that, let's go to the index view where we have this button, and in the delete button, let's define on click equals to window dot confirm. Are you sure to delete? It will return either true or false. If it returns false, then it will not execute this link, otherwise it will execute it. And here is one more problem, it should return something. Now let's add one record here. So it should be Jack Doe. Let's try to delete this guy, cancel, and now it is working fine. If I click on delete, it is deleted, and it is also deleted from the folder. So it is how we upload, update and delete images in .NET Core MVC. If you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe this channel to get more videos like this. That's it for now. See you next time.